Welcome back to another video. Today, I will be doing a mock draft right before everyone's favorite time of year, which is obviously March Madness. Like, why wouldn't it be? I have a great guest, my long-term friend Albert. It's not Chris today; he's out of town, and we're gonna be doing a mock draft. And I hope y'all enjoy. I love mock drafts. I love watching the newer generation come in, like which freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors could be, which right in front of our face they could be the goat. We don't know. But I hope y'all enjoy, and let's jump into it. And to get into it, we're gonna do a sim lottery, randomize the order instead of using the original NBA standings, and got to see what we get. As we know, the Pacers just traded their pick to the Clippers, but it is top five protected in 10 through
And
30.
they
And here,
keep it.
and they
And
keep it.
Brooklyn jumps up 4.
Ooh, Brooklyn jumped up
They
number one. I
swap
mean,
spots
hey,
with the Kings, who just lost Zach Levine for the year.
hey, but Brooklyn, they had four first round picks last year. Hey, their first round picks are doing good this year. OKC stays at 13. Washington falls one, Atlanta jumps up one, no major movement. So I'm gonna say let's start it.
Utah keeps their pick as well.
Shit, fucked up, didn't I?
No, you got it.
No,
You
I
just got to
didn't.
pick a. There you go.
I'm gonna edit that part out. All
All right,
right,
with the first overall pick.
pick. Brooklyn. Let's see. Like so, last year they drafted Yegor, Nolan
They
Traore. They're
drafted
both playing
all the
well.
point guards.
All
Yeah,
the
they
point
did.
guards and Danny Wolf, obviously. But here I
True.
think. I mean, MPJ is kind of on the trade block. I say here you take AJ because you already drafted all
I
your
think it's the
guards.
easy pick, right?
Yeah, I think you go AJ. You don't really need another guard. You have
No.
Drake Powell, Nolan Traore, bunch of guys that you spent your first round picks on, and you have to kind of buy in on. Can't waste out on 1 year. I think AJ's the right move here.
I would agree.
Yeah, moving on to our second
And with the
pick.
Hawks pick here, I think Darren Peterson with the Hawks is like a match made in heaven.
I think that is a match made in heaven. I mean, they just lost. They just traded Chris Stapps, and now they got Buddy Hield and Kaminga for him. Um,
Traded Trey
CJ
Young.
CJ McCollum's or his contract's over after this year. He's on a 1 year deal. Gonna have Dyson Daniels, but Dyson Daniels can't really shoot. He can create, but he can't shoot. That's the biggest problem with him. I think Darren Peterson is the perfect fit in there for him. I think he'll fit him
It's
well with
nice.
Jalen Johnson.
I think he's going to be a nice ball handler for him.
He can create, he can play make, and also
Hmm.
think about him and Nikhil on the wings,
That's
like being
true.
able to create for himself. That's two 20 point per game scorers there with Jalen Johnson. Like you don't even have Darren to be the one. Like Jalen Johnson's really your point forward. So
Hmm.
I think it's a great pick to have. I hope Atlanta gets a high pick because I want to see him thrive, especially now with Kaminga, who's my dog.
I guess so, bro. What is he even doing this year for the? Has he played for the Hawks?
No, he's a little hurt still. He's gonna get reevaluated after All Star. Remember
Allegedly.
because of the knee.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
And the third pick goes to Washington. And
This is
Washington, they
the
just
place I'd least want to see Washington.
yeah, because I mean you just traded for AD and Trey Young. So I mean Cameron Boozer is really like the pick here, right? But then also you have AD and SAR, so why would you take another
I feel like
or
they just. I mean, when you're pick 4, you got to take best player available though.
or three? Yeah, pick three.
3. Yeah.
So maybe just take Cameron Boozer because that's kind of like a solidified top
That
three.
I think he's like the easily the third best player in the class.
Yeah, I think he's third. And like a reason why you don't take Caleb Wilson over him is because also here, like you're gonna run him at the floor no matter what, and he can shoot the ball. Caleb Wilson's not a good 3 point shooter at all, but Caleb Wilson has. They can both play defense, both athletic, but I think that shooting really brings a big part for Cameron Boozer's game. I think that's where you slide him at the three, and him going to Washington. That's gonna be a little tough because having AD and SAR, got to see the route they would go
I
with if
mean,
that does
that's a
happen.
good backup big though for the next year or two, and then you
Yeah, if
start
that
him
if
once
that does
AD
happen,
leaves.
and then AD could be a great mentor, right?
Yeah, that's
You can learn a lot from AD. He's a great player.
that's the thought process, right?
Yeah, and then heading down to the fourth pick, got the Pacers who keep their pick. Made a risky move, got Zubac, so you don't even need a center or a four here. And I say
No,
here you probably go to like a wing, maybe a wing, a 2-3. But I mean, or you could
to
think
me,
about
there's
it
just
like this.
no wings worth taking.
Yeah, not this high. You could think about it like this. Caleb Wilson can't really shoot, but he can. If you want to be a fast-paced team, play full court defense like they do, you could take Caleb Wilson because Pascal is getting older. I believe he's like what 32.
Something
Also,
like
you're gonna keep him for the next 3 years, so maybe That's a tough pick because if we look at the wings here, I mean, you have like Yesufu,
Really,
you have made
like,
a man, Keaton Wagler. You could really jump up here. Or if I'm if I'm Indiana, if I had the fourth pick, I would probably trade down.
are
Is
we
that?
doing trades?
I think we do. Got to make it realistic as possible. So I
Okay.
think we trade down. I think that's the perfect time. But
Who's
who do we
who's
trade?
trading up for Caleb Wilson here?
Who's trading? Who would need him the most if we look here? The Bucks, right?
I
The
mean, not
Bucks, the
necessarily. I
Grizzlies.
mean,
They have a bunch of picks too. They could probably throw in,
I
which
mean,
would make a lot of sense.
they have a lot of picks. Yeah,
I say we just go to Grizzlies.
and they can actually develop their players. You know, that's always a.
Yeah, I think we're gonna thug out here. Do we just swap instead of throwing? I'll throw 34th pick in for
Yeah,
whatever reason.
something like that.
Yeah. All right. Um. So we traded the pick to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies, they just kind of dumped their whole, or they really building on for the future.
Mm,
Ja's circumstance is still what's the word? Confusing. But I think here you want that four, so you're gonna take best player available. You're gonna take Caleb Wilson,
you gotta take
who
Caleb Wilson.
could fit in, but my biggest thing is like work on his jump shot
There's really
because
not
if
a team to fit in with, though. I mean, you take a
yeah,
player here, then he's who you build around.
yeah, but also like if you're gonna run, because they already said yeah, Zach Edey, Cedric Towers are like cornerstone franchise guys. So you're gonna run if you run Zach Edey and Caleb Wilson, that's two people that can't shoot well. Caleb Wilson has a nice little mid range, but the 3 point, I don't know about that
I mean,
spacing.
I've seen Zach Edey knock down a few threes.
But like,
He's not terrible.
he's not terrible, but he's not like worth like getting up on. You know what I'm saying? But for the fifth pick, moving on to the Sacramento Kings, who desperately need a number one pick, a number two pick. This team is in shambles right now. I don't even
Team
like
is
they.
terrible.
Zach Levine just went under surgery for the rest of the season. Demar's on a 1 year deal
DeMar's
after
old
next year.
as flip, right?
Um,
Sabonis is like, I don't even know. I feel like you just take best player available again because you also have no roster. I
yeah,
mean, your roster is shit from a butt. I mean, your roster's
if we look
terrible.
here, you just traded two guards. Devin Carter, a first round pick you had a couple years ago. You haven't really played him much. He's having a decent few couple games before the All Star break. But then after that, you got Neat Clifford, Maxime. So you don't really need a big. And then I say, yeah, you probably just take best player available. And I'd probably take
Probably
Kingston
Kingston
Fleming.
Flemings.
I think Kingston Fleming, he's my favorite point guard in the draft besides Darren Peterson. If you count him as a one, I'll take Kingston Fleming. He probably looked good in purple. I think he
I
looked good
mean,
in purple.
he's a pretty attractive dude, man. He probably look good in
Oh,
any color.
okay, yeah, he's not too bad. With the sixth pick for the Jazz, and we all saw they just traded for Jaren Jackson, so they don't need no bigs, and they don't need any ones. So I think the biggest thing here is like a wing. Even though they have Ace Bailey and Bryce Sensabaugh, you could also use just that guy, a second guy. And two people I've been looking at a lot for him is Yesufu. I love Yesufu for him.
It's a fool.
Yeah, Yesufu, my fault. And then Keaton Wagler, if you want to, you can get him too. I think those are the two guys I would take if I'm Utah. What is your opinion?
I mean, it's not like either of them are gonna like none of them are gonna start next year anyway.
Most likely not. Yes,
I would take Yesufu because I'm not. I like him more than Keaton Wagler.
I think Yesufu is like one for Yesufu. He's a lot bigger. Keaton Wagler maybe an inch taller, but Keaton Wagler needs to put on some strength. For him
Yeah,
to play a two or a three here, he's not big enough, and I don't think, especially with the lineup
it's
that they're
actually
gonna
a
be
common
running.
problem in this draft.
Yeah, like with this lineup, they're gonna be running with like 6'5" Keontae, 6'10" Ace, 6'10" Laurie, 7 foot Laurie, 7 foot Jaren Jackson Jr., 7'1" Kessler. You want some like big bodies who can play defense. Key Wiley's not terrible, but also like my biggest problem with him is just his size, like his
Yeah, I feel like
skinniness.
he just gets manhandled sometimes on defense, man.
And I like Yesufu. He just had a great, well, I think it was like 36 with against AJ. Had a
Yeah,
great game, and this dude's big. Some people compare him to Ant, so I like him here.
I could agree with that.
And
The
moving on to the
Dallas
seventh, the team who
Mavericks.
no one knows what the hell they're doing. Like if they didn't get Coop, I think this team will be worse than the Kings. Is that crazy to say?
I mean, they still have Kyrie Irving, so kind
No,
of.
torn ACL. What positions do we think they need? I mean, their centers are fine.
I
They
was,
don't maybe not
I'm
fine.
gonna cut you off here. I was kind of thinking point guard, and just it's like whatever point guard they think would fit best with Cooper Flag,
You think so?
which
Or
to
could
me
say
might
the
be Phylon.
you think Fallon? Trying to think, cause like Mikal, he may be ranked 6, but I think I got Mikal definitely under Acuff, and then him and Fallon are kinda right there. Mikal just have a great game, but he struggled against big opponents and
I
with
feel like if
efficiency.
I'm the Mavericks, I'm trusting Phylon with the ball in the half court, and that he's gonna run the offense.
I can
He's a
like that.
great
Yeah, I like that.
playmaker. He can get to his spots. He's good in the pick and roll.
I like
You
it. I
move
mean, this
Kyrie over
team
to the 2.
yeah, and also Kyrie's probably gonna
Did
I
you say
mean,
Kai Jones is running their 2 right now?
definitely not. That's just because of injuries. There's no way. Max Christie, Klay Thompson are there. I mean, with what they have, I think they're keeping Najee Marshall. He's been having a great year. Cooper Flag, obviously. Brandon Williams, Ryan Nembhard. You got to keep them too. And Kyrie Irving, obviously. Lively's going to come back next year with Gafford. They're two solid bigs that can like start. We've seen
I
it.
guess.
And then they got PJ Washington and Marvin Bagley, who's actually been playing pretty good in Dallas right now. But I like LeBaron. It's a good pick. And also, you could really slide over to the 2 if you want.
I mean,
He can
maybe.
go.
I
He can.
think he'd be
I
pretty
mean, if you
seamless at the
want, but
wing, though.
he can score the ball.
That's true. He is a good scorer.
And then now we're back at the Pacers, who we just traded now from the 4th pick to the Grizzlies. Like I said, they needed a wing here, and I think you go with either Keaton Wager or Nate Amit.
I kind of like Nate Amit. He's been really boosting his draft stock
Like
recently.
crazy.
I mean, he's averaging insane numbers over the last like
Especially
month
like yeah,
or 2.
recently. Because he started off really like slow in the beginning. People were wondering like, oh, he's too weak. Like he can't play physical. He had a terrible game against Houston. He was playing on a Tennessee team that was one of the best teams in the nation at the time. And he's just touted 5-star prospect. He was playing terrible, but since he got in the SEC ball, he's been killing. He's had a monster game against Kentucky last weekend,
Yeah.
and then any other games been killing.
I
And
feel like you take Nate Amit because, like, I mean, worst case scenario, he's like a decent like scoring wing. But then if he puts on a little bit of weight, man, I don't.
yeah, and then think about this: when you're running the team, you're gonna have Tyrese and TJ at the 1, right? Maybe Andrew Nemhard can slide in, but Neesmith, Andrew Nemhard at the 2. Maybe start Neesmith at the 3. But then having that size with Nate May, he's 6'10". That's some good
Sure.
size to have. I mean, then you're gonna have Ben Shepherd, but
And
I
Tyrese
don't,
Halliburton, I mean, he always makes his teammates better.
yeah,
What's one thing?
I haven't seen them like especially last year because I haven't been watching them much this year because they've been so injured. Not really interested. They've been
Washington beat the Bulls. But...
okay, yeah, and the Warriors. Anyways,
Oh, is that when Quentin Jackson had like a 20-point
double
double
double, and
double?
Neesmith came back and had like 34. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But I see him running a maybe a little bit of small ball next year too. Maybe like with Jarrett Walker at the 5. He's big. He can play that. But I mean, that's something they could dive into. I mean, they ran a little bit in the playoffs, but I think Nate Met's a pretty good spot here.
I would have to agree.
I love it. And at the 9th pick, it's Milwaukee. And
I mean,
I think the biggest question is like, are you keeping Giannis or are you not keeping Giannis? And I think they
I
do.
feel like they're gonna keep Giannis.
What would you go for here? Because
I
I
feel like
think
you
you're
gotta.
keeping your guards because you have
Yeah.
Ryan Rollins and KPJ. They've been playing absolutely amazing. And then you have
Cam
your 2
Thomas just had
shooters.
a really good game.
Oh, you have Cam Thomas too. Crap. Yeah, Cam Thomas has
And
been killing. And then if you look at your 3 or 4, you have Giannis, you have Bobby Portis who can run the 5, Kuzma, which I wouldn't really trust too much. And then
no,
you just picked up Ousmane Deng, who's
you
played
had a really
great,
good game as well.
had 2 great games.
Oh,
And Miles Turner, Pete Nance has been coming in and playing well out of nowhere. He's been having a good season, and this is his time to shine. So
Pete Nance is
I
the
think
whitest name I've ever heard. By the way,
I
when I point
think
that out.
here I would go with like a 2. I would go with like a wing, you know?
What about like Cam Carr?
I like Cam Carr. He also wears the Baylor green. And
That
I think
is
a lot
true.
of my mock drafts, I have him going to the Thunder, but Cam Carr is a bucket for Baylor. Him and
He
yes,
really is.
1-2 punch right there. And then you could also look towards
Not
Keaton
a bad
Wagler.
defender either.
He's not. He's athletic.
It's
He's
true.
athletic. You know them boys when they have last name in their car. He's athletic. Um, I mean, this dude's a bucket. He's nice, can finish, shoot. But are you taking him over Keaton Wagner?
I would take him over Keen
I like
Wagner.
it. I think because he's a little he's they're kind of like the same like size, but that's a tough pick. But I like Cameron
I like Cameron Carr over Keen
because I
Wagner. I
think
feel
well
like
I
Keen
think
Wagner is gonna get a GM in a lot of trouble.
oh I like
I'm
him,
not.
but we did just watch that Michigan State game and he went like what 1 for 16.
Yeah.
Bad game. But Cameron Carr, I think he's gonna have a great combine. That's what they call it, right? NBA draft.
True.
Yeah, combine. I think
Yeah.
he's gonna have a great combine. I think that's what he's gonna thrive in right there. And moving on to your Bulls, I think I'm gonna let you take the floor with this one.
You know, looking at the Bulls season, everybody likes to make fun that we have too many guards. Yada yada yada, whatever.
Hmm.
I feel like we just need a little bit of size, like moving forward. Because I mean, Jalen Smith had a great year, but he's not the long term five here. And one pick that I'd love for the Bulls to put next to Josh Giddey is Jaden Quintains from Kentucky.
Jaden Quintais is like a perfect fit. They
Even
just
though
traded
he's had just such a weird year in college with him, like just like not, I think he's played like what 2 games, 3 games.
not too many because he's come off that little injury, obviously.
I mean, I saw how he played at Arizona. I know he can be an elite rim protector. He's super athletic. I really like Jaden Quintains to the Bulls at number 10.
You like Jay over Koa Pete too?
Yes.
Okay, I'm mess with it because I think that's what I had in a bunch of drafts.
Maybe it's just like after watching Vucevic get
Mhm.
bitched around the rim.
Manhandled in the post. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he get. You looked at like any like players like getting dunked on. I swear Vucevic has to be the most dunked on
Up
player
there.
of the last 5 years.
And then also you're gonna have let's say everybody's healthy. You're not gonna look for Jay Quinte to go like absolutely crazy on the scoring. You just want him to be his rim protector, play his role, rebound extremely well, and then get those post or putbacks and dunks. And then you have him in a pick and roll. He's a big body. This dude can set a screen.
I mean, at his like absolute floor, I see like a Derek Lively type of
That's
type of
yeah, it's
role.
amazing. And he's not even 7'3". He's athletic. That's what he is. Hope he just stays healthy.
Very athletic
And moving
indeed.
on to a team with probably the best future right now in the league.
I
Out
would
of the
have to
11th pick,
agree.
they got the Spurs, and they don't really
They don't. I'm gonna say
need
they.
much, but
I would say Koa Pete is a really good
a really
fit.
good fit. Yeah, you would if you need any position, you don't need guards at all. You don't need centers. I think like you just want a
Their
forward.
wings are good. I mean,
Yeah, but now let me ask you a question. Because yeah, Kobe P's here, but a guy I've looked at a lot is Chris Christine. Think about like him with 7 foot, and then you have Wemby, like them two playing alongside of each other. That could be elite defense. Because Steenack can play defense. You know he goes to Houston,
that's true. But like
but Kobe P is
Wembanyama,
also a crazy great player.
that's true. The thing about Wembanyama right now is he's not that consistent of a shot maker. Like there's some nights where
Yeah, he has his game that goes crazy,
he'll
but
just like shot chuck the whole game. And
shot
Kobe could
IQ is not there.
not yet. No, I feel like he just be trying stuff out though. But
Hey,
like with Koa P, I mean that just gives you another option. And plus, when Wembanyama misses games, I
you
mean
you you could have another
Koa
like
P could actually
score.
like provide like a interior threat on
Yeah,
offense.
he can play that post pretty
He
well.
he can definitely
I
play
like
that.
it. I mean,
He
also he's
runs
the
in the
best player
break as
available for
well.
sure. He can run. He's fast and he's young.
He is pretty young.
At the 12th pick, I believe. Yep, 12th pick. We got the Charlotte Hornets, and this team is hot right now.
This is, I mean,
I think when we do a mock draft later in the year, I don't think
I
they'll be at
don't,
12.
I
Um,
don't think they'll be in the lottery.
not at all. I think they're going to be
I
a
think the
playoff team.
Hawks will have a second.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think this is going to be a playoff team for sure. This team is nasty right now. And what are they like 10-1 in the last 11?
It's just when their normal like their ideal starting five plays, they're like nearly
Oh,
unbeatable.
they're amazing.
They're like fifteen
And
and
then now
three
they
or
don't have
something.
Sexton. They traded Sexton for Kobe White, so
It's true. And now you
big
add a
pickup.
backup guard in Kobe White for when LaMelo
Yeah.
misses a game or something. It was a great trade.
So what would
Keep
you
pressing
want
the
to?
ball
What
here,
would you?
like so I can see all the players.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
You good? I was kind of feeling like somewhere in the front court here. So I was between Hans Steinbach or Chris Senack Jr.
So yeah. Looking at another guy like Yaxel, I wouldn't pick him just because he's a little older and this team is young.
Which is super young too.
I think he's only 22 though, if I'm not mistaken. He's only 22. The dude's nice. But Cenac, because Moose has been playing amazing. I give Moose that. Kalkbrenner's been playing well. When I'm looking at this team, it's not like there's a position that they really, really, really need due to like the fact that everyone's like playing well and playing their role.
It's true.
Kobe on a 1 year deal, so do we think he probably resigns, right?
I don't think they would have traded for him if they thought they weren't going to re-sign him.
So
Would be my idea.
Thinking? We'll be thinking. Because the biggest thing
kind
about
of leaning
Steinbach
towards Chris Senack.
I like Christina because the biggest thing about Steinbach is like the 3-point consistency, but Musa hasn't really played the 3-pointer. Senak's not the craziest 3-point shooter either, but I love his defense, and I like Senak here probably for
He's
sure.
an elite level defender for sure.
And he can run that 4.
Putting him next to Moose, I feel like
because Miles Bridges could be like
impressive.
a trade asset maybe in the future. I feel like in the off season.
I mean, I don't mind Miles Bridges staying on the team. I think he's pretty.
Yeah, he's been playing well. Moving on to the Thunder, who don't need absolutely nothing. Like, why do they have a
trying to hit Jalen Duren, but it's not his usual girlfriend.
Bro, you see the fight? You see the fight from them that they were boxing like high school? Like, that's nuts.
Yeah, bro.
That's a long way to be. But I mean, moving on to the Thunder, like,
I feel like Thunder just draft best player available.
No best player available here, but also I don't think they're taking a guy like Mikael Brown Jr., Darius Acuff, because they don't need that at all. Like I think the pay I would take here is like I think I would take Hans Steinbach.
I think for me it's probably between like Steinbach or like Yaxel Lindenborg, probably.
Yeah, I would think one of the two because one Hartenstein. Hartenstein, I don't think Hartenstein's gonna be staying after. I don't really see it happening.
I feel like you definitely want somebody in that front court.
Yeah, I think it's a toss up between the two. Maybe you want the more experienced guy because
plus he's really, like a little bit of a better shooter too.
Yeah, you're not really too worried about what's it called. You're not too worried about young players. You have a bunch of young guys, and you're worried about your main 3 that you have on contract. So I like Yaxel here.
I like Yaxel too. Plus, I mean, they're competing like right now. I don't think they're.
I don't want a young guy to
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
moving on to the 14th pick.
The board, I feel like fell pretty well for the Blazers.
Yeah, and then I think the biggest thing that we've talked about is like the age that they have in that front court, or not that front court, the back court. Because I don't think they don't need to really work on the wings. Because Shaedon Sharp's there. Caleb Love isn't playing pretty well, and then Danny Avdia, he's an all-star this year. You just got Scoot back.
They also have Jeremy Grant and Kamara.
Yeah, and then center spot, Klingen's been playing well. I think he just had 18, or he just had 23, 18, and like 7 last night.
Yeah.
No, he's been playing well. He's probably one of the better picks from that 2023 draft. But am I crazy to say I would take a point guard here?
Also, Rob Williams hit 2 corner threes the other night, by the way.
He was
Time Lord. That thing, man.
Time Lord. But I mean,
are you really giving up on Scoot though? That's kind of the thing.
I think the biggest thing is Dame's old, Jrue Holiday's old. But you do have Jrue Holiday for 3 years though, so maybe
I think just best player available, and that's either Acuff or Mikael Brown.
This is a tough spot right now. I feel like I'll take Mikael. It's a tough spot. I think he can really learn from Dame.
It's true.
Like he shoots those tough shots, and Dame, that's what Dame excels at. So I think it's something you can learn.
Plus, I feel like you could move him to the 2 if Scoot Henderson ends up developing long term.
Maybe that's something they run if they're not like in playoff contention. Maybe try out different things. Oh, this is an interesting team. The Heat. Yeah, pick 15. Guys,
I mean, Bam's having a pretty good year so far. Norman Powell's an all-star. I don't know how long Tyler Herro is going to be, guys.
You think he's a trade asset in the offseason?
I feel like they've been trying to trade him for the last 4 years. If you want,
ever since that hand injury. Yeah, I mean the front court, they're chilling. I don't really think you really need nothing in the front court. Maybe a 4. But
I mean Nikola Jovic is not a good basketball player.
No, but they also just paid him, so I doubt they're probably shy away from him, you know?
I mean,
After
Chris
1 year,
Conley can move to the forward, but
he could, yeah. So I don't really think you go in the front court. Wiggins is getting a little older. Contract don't expire, not this year, but next year. Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, they're Norman Powell's obviously gonna stay. I think here maybe you just go like a three guard. Maybe you go. I mean, you have Casper. Like we know they drafted Casper last year, but I
he's
mean you
so
have a guy like
good.
Darius Acuff here. It's nasty. I think it's between Darius Acuff and Keaton Wagler.
I was kind of thinking Acuff or Kareem Lopez was giving me vibes,
Cream
like Heat
Lopez.
vibe. I don't know.
I don't feel like you would go another like
I'm
international
kind of
guy.
feeling Darius Acuff because I
I
mean
like Darius because I think
they
I
don't
think
really
he's
have
better than
much.
Casper for sure.
Because Spars was a pick in the 20s. They're not like they didn't invest a high pick in him, so I don't think
Yeah, I
this
think
will
you go
stop
Darius
them
here. Because Darius,
from
if he
taking best
falls,
player available.
which I'm surprised Darius falling to 15. I think it's just the way the lottery went.
What
This
I
guy,
think
I
is
can see.
I think there's too many guards in this draft.
There's
Like
a
there
lot
will
of
be a
no,
guard that falls.
yeah, there's a lot of great guards in this draft. So draft night is gonna be interesting to see.
There's a
Like
lot of great guards already in the league too, so
yeah,
less team need
let's
guard
get those expansion drafts, right? But I think
on
we're gonna
both.
take Acuff here. I think he would take that starting spot over Casper, in my
I
opinion.
think Davion would start his rookie year.
Ah, shit.
Oh man,
It's the Warriors, my team. And yeah, if Keaton Wagler's here, I'm taking him. No doubt about it. Um,
just
we
kind of
just need it.
feeling.
We need.
I feel like Braylon Mullins feels like a warrior.
He feels like
Yeah.
he does like a warrior, doesn't he?
He really
But
does.
I mean, if I'm looking at like if I have Keaton Wagler here and I have Braylon Mullins on my other side, I like the potential of Keaton Wagler a lot more. I mean,
I
I think
mean,
he's a
you also don't have a
bigger
center
scoring
for the
threat.
long term.
Um,
I mean, Kristaps is
Chris
battling
Tapton
a.
QP right now. It's like I mean, you're traded Kaminga for him. I think you got to kind of buy into
But
it.
Kristaps doesn't play basketball, man.
I think
He's dealing with a illness,
yeah, I
right?
think we just got to buy into it. Honestly, maybe Swink falls. Maybe Keaton Wagler doesn't fall. So I guess we'll have to see. Like around this time, you see Steinbach, you see Ngangba, Ademara, which I don't think I really want Ademara.
I wouldn't mind
He'd
Ngagba
be
to
worse
the
than
Warriors.
and Ngangba wouldn't be bad. He's actually great. I love it. But again, we're at the Grizzlies with the 17th pick. They drafted Caleb Wilson with the 4, so we got to keep that in
Traded up
mind.
for him, indeed.
Um,
I mean,
don't have no backup centers on the team. That's right. Because what's that one dude's name?
Jock Landale. Is who they
No,
traded. But
not John.
Brandon
No,
Clark's a center, so.
he is. But what's that one dude's name that just played against Jokic? Remember we were talking about him?
Oh,
Loverson.
yeah.
He might get a little might get a little boost in playing time around this time because he had a great game. But you have yes, Scottie Pippen Jr. just came back, Walter Clay, and so you're kind of chilling on the guards.
I feel like you need a wing. I mean, I'm staring at Kyle Anderson there. He's not the actual starter.
Well, I mean, here you have Cedric Coward and Jalen Wells. In all seriousness, running your 3 and your 2. I mean, my thing is like, would you go a backup center like Ngangba, or would you go? I mean, like you said, a wing and maybe take a Braylon Mullins, maybe even a Braden Burry. He's a little tiny for the team, in my opinion.
I kind of like Braylon Mullins. I feel like they're really missing Desmond Bain shooting when
Yeah, and
everybody's
also
healthy.
they could use a white boy.
It's true. I mean, they do a
Memphis needs a white boy. Oh, they
They
need 2
tied
white boys.
Jerome.
So are we thinking? I think Braylon Mullins is the pick. I think we had
Well,
him
you already
another time.
selected him, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. And with the 18th pick, we're back on the Thunder, who drafted Yoxtel with the 13th pick. So here,
I like Patrick Ngamba or Heinz Steinbach. One of the two.
take another forward.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I
he's
think Hartenstein's off the team.
he's more of
I
a
don't think.
center too.
Yeah, this dude
With
can rebound.
Thomas
I'll give him. This
Weber
dude can
going through
rebound.
everything that he went through.
Yeah, I think he went towards Achilles or something.
Yeah,
And this dude's young. This dude's like 3 years, 4 years younger than Yoxtel.
that's true.
And then now we're at the 19th pick. Charlotte Hornets, who just drafted CNAC with the 12th pick. And I think here we just got their big, so I think they're set on the big, set on the guards. I think maybe you go like maybe a prospect wing.
It's kind of like in Kareem Lopez.
I like Kareem Lopez. I also like
He could
Brandon
be a good
Burries,
shooter.
but also Brandon Burries. Don't think you really need him because you now have Kobe White and you have Brandon Miller. I think you really
I mean,
get much.
Kareem Lopez as another shooter.
I like, and he's lengthy. You can play defense, so
Yeah. I
maybe
mean,
he
I'm
could
not
be
gonna
better than
act like I
Tajon
watch Kareem
Salon.
Lopez play all the time, but
Oh no, never.
from what I've seen,
Oh,
he seems fine.
I like him. He could be a prospect. He'd be probably be a better prospect than Tajon Salon.
Tajon Salon's been hooping sometimes this year.
Sometimes. Put me in the league. I'll hoop sometimes.
Yeah, I guess for the Raptors,
This team's thriving this year. They're playing amazing. Don't know why Chris Paul is right here.
he did not want to play for that team. I'll
Just
tell you that.
retired. Great career from a goat. Um, what would you be looking for here? I think you're kind
Center.
of set. Yeah, I think you're looking on your centers here.
I would
I
take Patrick
think, and
Nwangwu
I'll take
probably.
yeah. You
I
know,
feel like he
TJD
fits
drop a
in
double
better than like a
double.
Daymora.
Yeah, I don't think a Daymar could keep up with the pace of.
Absolutely not. I
But
mean, a
think
Daymar feels like a
one
Celtic.
thing a Daymara does really really well is he throws them full court passes amazingly.
That is true.
Man, think about it, man. He gets the board. He sees Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram running down. He just heaves that bitch. That'd be amazing. Now we got the
Quickly's
number one
fast as hell
seed.
too.
Now we got the number one seed in the East. Oh, this is Minnesota's first round pick too.
You
They
can go to
traded
all
us.
real
Oh,
quick.
yeah, my fault.
This is what they traded Jaden Ivey for.
Yeah.
Him and this pick and Kevin Herter.
You don't need your centers. You don't need your point guards at all. I think I would be looking at like a.
I feel like you need a Karis LeVert replacement. I mean, that guy's
Yeah, I would be looking
pretty
at the
freaking bad.
two. And if I'm looking at the
See,
two,
like, I kind of like. I would say Isaiah Evans, but he kind of just feels like the wings that they already have.
yeah, but I
You
think
know,
he has like a lot more upside. But what about Malik Thomas? Dude's a bucket getter.
he's a bucket getter. I don't mind
What,
Malik
what
Thomas.
about Brayden Burger's stock has been rising like crazy.
That is true.
I mean, he's been killing at Arizona. I mean, they're number one seed for a reason.
You can slide
He
him in
plays
at the
defense.
2. You have great defense already with the SAR.
Defense. Yeah, he can play defense there. And Cade's what 6'7", so he can kind of cancel out that size difference of Brayden
Mm-hmm.
Burgers. I think Brayden
I
Burgers.
like Braden Burgers.
Yeah, I think he'd fit in well. He would probably look pretty good in Detroit.
That is true.
Now, if I'm the Lakers, geez, this team, I don't know what this team needs.
This team's
Obviously, don't need a point guard, or you don't need any
really.
guards.
I mean, you still need a defender in some
Yeah,
capacity.
I would get like a wing defender, right?
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
get someone who
Isaiah
can.
Evans is the one I'm looking at right now.
You're looking at Isaiah Evans. What about Dame Soar? He's not.
He's just so raw on offense.
Where's Amari Allen at? Amari Allen. He's been playing really well this year. Except Bama is not a ranked team. I mean, yeah, he's a two-way player.
I
I mean, that's something they could use because Braun's gonna be out the gate in like next year. Rui's off contract in a year or so, or this year. Center plays pretty bad too, but
center
I
play
don't think
is really
there's
bad.
no centers I would draft right here. Probably wait
I
to the
mean,
second round, right?
Flory Badunga, he's not a first round pick probably, but he looked pretty good next to Luka.
Boy, he would look pretty good next to Luca. Like Joshua Jefferson. That dude's a do it all type of guy. Like, this is tough. Like, do you want to go with a wing like Isaiah Evans or Mari Allen, or do you want to slide maybe Badunga?
I don't.
That dude's a physical dude, double double type of guy who can block shots like crazy. He's that he's that lob.
I mean, they really need centers. DeAndre Ayton is.
I like Flory. I like Flory.
You like Flory Padunga?
I like him because
I'm
like
here for it.
I like Joshua Jefferson, but when we're thinking about building around Luca, you don't have that lob threat in Joshua Jefferson.
You need that lob threat. I mean, Luka Doncic is one of the best lob throwers
ever.
basketball's ever seen.
Now we're back to Atlanta, who drafted Darren with the second pick instead of mine.
Darren.
So let's see. So if you have Darren, you're gonna have Dyson, Darren, Nikhil, maybe CJ. They bring him back, which I think they probably will, not for as much as he's making. And then the wings you have, or the front court, you have Jalen Johnson, Kuminga, Risa Shea, Corey Kispert, Asa Newell.
Forgot they have
Team's a little stacked. Who would you take here? I'll probably take someone maybe in the backcourt, maybe a younger guy,
I mean,
maybe a
they
wing.
just
I don't know, but you just
they have
I
so
don't
much
know. It's
depth on
hard.
this team. I don't.
I feel like they have so much depth, but it's not correlating for whatever reason.
I mean,
Uh,
a day Mara, I think, is fairly interesting. I mean, they had Porzingis.
Now this is a team that really gets out on fast breaks, especially with Jalen Johnson.
It's
Jalen
true.
Johnson's one of the best like full court players. So I mean, maybe a Demar could really get rebounds to just get up and go. That's something they could really use.
It's true. I mean, and when Onyeka's on the court, sometimes it just feels like he's too small. I like Onyeka,
Um,
but
he's a great player, but I think a Demar is not too bad. I think I like him.
yeah.
I think that kind of
And a
fits
day
in with
Mara is an elite level rim protector.
represent the biggest thing. Like when I've been watching him a couple games, like shot IQ or like not being as physical. That's just my thing for him sometimes. But
Yeah, I believe he started playing basketball pretty late into his life
right,
compared to other people. I believe he's still pretty new.
yeah. But now we're on the Sixers. What just traded Jerry McCain for a bunch of picks. Um,
Well, I mean, they got one pick, but
4 picks, 3 seconds. Seconds a pick too, right? You don't want to
I
just include it.
guess.
I think you're kind of set on your guards.
I feel
Paul
like you could
George, what the hell is he
use
doing? I think you could use a wing.
like either like a wing or somebody with some size.
I mean, I don't see no centers worth drafting, maybe besides Joshua Jefferson, but he's not.
It's not
Maybe
really.
he's a 4, but then you could go here and you could take a Amari Allen, you could take a Thomas Hawk. I don't
I
know if he's fitting in with the Sixers though,
yeah,
or you could take Isaiah Evans, Malik Thomas.
I feel like you want somebody a little bit bigger than an Isaiah Evans. See, I mean, like an
No,
Amari Allen would be
I
there,
I
or
like him. I like him. I like him. I like him.
I don't
Perez,
really
Perez,
know.
Perez he's been hooping. I hope he can get out fast pace for him. I think, is he a first round pick though? I think you go either Amari Allen or you go Perez. I like Amari Allen.
Perez.
I think.
Okay.
All right, let's
Um,
do it.
he's a good player.
Oh, the
The
Nuggets,
Nuggets.
25th pick. What do they need here? Obviously, no center or point guard. Let me hit all.
I mean, Payne Watson. They might just legitimately not have
Oh,
the
they might not have
money.
Peyton Watson. You're right. So why not
And
draft
Cameron
a
Johnson's been
wing?
pretty disappointing.
So why not draft a guy like Isaiah Evans?
I can see him Isaiah Evans. I
It's
kind
like he
of.
could fit perfectly with Jokic. He cuts well.
I
He
mean,
can shoot, obviously.
neither. I mean, almost anybody could fit perfectly with Jokic. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
he does the thing like he cuts. He runs on that Duke offense. He can cut well. He can jump above the rim. He can kind of be a lob threat at times because I mean, he's athletic, and then he can shoot extremely well. That's the best thing he can do. I don't see no other guy worth drafting here because he does. He's not a guy that has the ball in his hands. Like he doesn't like
No, I
they
like
don't put the
Isaiah
ball.
Evans.
He's an off ball guy.
Sometimes he's a little inconsistent though.
Yeah, but that's something I think I'd be willing to work on for a guy like
Knicks.
Isaiah Evans. For the Knicks, I love a guy by the name of Joshua Jefferson.
I mean, I can see. Like, I mean, is Joshua Jefferson really pushing the needle? I mean, they already have Josh Hart.
Nobody here is gonna push the needle. Well, obviously, but like I would say, like when you get Joshua Jefferson, run him in that second unit. If especially you bring everyone back, if you run him in that second unit, he can be that creator for him off in that second unit. Kick out, score the ball. He's a hustle guy. Him and Josh Hart having two hustle guys isn't necessarily bad.
No,
I don't see nobody willing else to like draft or whatnot.
I mean, Joshua Jefferson, or like maybe like a Joe Tugler.
A Joe Tugler, a Joe. I love a Joe Tugler, but I just if they draft a Joe Tugler, I would see that second round. So like, look at the picks. They have the 32nd pick. That's when I would draft a Joe Tugler.
He was his 32nd pick.
If Joe Tugler goes first round, that's crazy. Even though I love him because he's like my favorite hustler guy ever. Um, I think Joshua Jefferson's my pick here
Joshua Jefferson. I mean, sure.
because you don't need no wings, in my opinion. Oh, the Celtics. This team has been surprisingly really good without Tatum. This team's been really good. Wait, didn't they just whoop your Bulls by like 40? Oops.
Yeah, we're tanking though, man. I mean, AJ DeBonsta will be able. You heard it
A-
here first.
AJ Devontae will be. Oh, okay.
Yep, you heard me.
I think maybe here you can really draft a one to kind of back up, like especially when Tatum comes back, like to become a backup, right?
Well, and Jalen, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a
Because
fan of Payne Pritchard as a starter.
your
He's way
centers
better.
are, I mean, your centers are set. You don't need like a crazy center because you have Tatum and Brown. Tatum's gonna run the four, Jalen Brown run a three, Derek at the two, Peyton at the one, or maybe you slide a guy like Bennett Sturts or Christian Anderson at the one.
Like,
Like Bennett Sturts would be like another Peyton Pritchard, but a little bigger.
yeah, but you don't
Christian
want two
Anderson,
Payne Pritchards.
who
I
do
like
you think?
Christian
I
Anderson
like a
way
guard.
more
I
than
love
Sturts.
Christian Anderson. He's a little chippy. There you go. I'm taking him because I love the duo of him and JT Toppin. They're amazing for me. Uh oh.
Has just upgraded their guard depth.
This would have been a perfect one for Christian Anderson, in my opinion. Oh,
I really
um,
like the guards they got though. I mean,
yeah, but
Tyrese
James Harden,
Proctor's
I don't
played
see
well
James
when
Harden
he's been
coming back
playing.
after.
Schroeder
Yeah,
is
you're right.
solid. Keon Ellis. I feel like you really need a wing more than
A
like
wing.
anything,
I
bro.
mean, so
I
we
mean, it should
have
be
you have
be
guys
like
like
a
James Sar, you have Neo, Cliff, we have Miles Bird down here.
I'm a big Miles Bird guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
Ian
you are.
Jackson.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't know if I was going to declare, obviously. But then you can also look at centers because Jared Allen's been on the trade block for like years and years. I feel like.
I mean, JT Toppin.
Yeah, this is a post guy. Dude kills. I think how he would fit in with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. This is hard. I don't know what they really need.
Well, I could see. Apparently, that Neoclis dude
Yeah, I
is
don't know
supposed to
how to
be
pronounce his first name. He's
pretty.
nice. He's just really inefficient.
I mean, that's okay, but they don't need somebody to play right now.
Yeah, they need. I mean, he's 6'9". He can run to the three. Maybe even. I mean, I
He
think we just take
needs
him, be a
third.
prospect, maybe learn a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. And then at 29 with the Mavericks, who drafted LeBaron in the first round. So maybe here you take a wing, or maybe you take a four.
I mean, Dame Sar is staring at me right now. Or Thomas. I feel like Thomas Hawk is kind of falling a little bit.
Yeah, he could go in here. Maybe have dual white boys,
I
right?
I, I mean,
Dual white
that
boys.
seems pretty good to
You're thinking
me.
about it. No, this dude's
They're
a
a
hustle
dying
guy. I
breed,
like him.
man. I
He's
swear.
he's like he's like the one guy in Florida right now. I feel like that's that's
That's
sorry. I have
actively
this.
boosting his.
I have the celebrity game on right here, and
Mm-hmm.
tell you why the Hornets mascot's on the court hooping right now. He's
It's
he's about to dive
crazy.
on a loose ball. He's about to dive on a loose ball. Oh my god. Yeah, I like Thomas Hawk here for the 29th pick, especially
He
if
is
he
like the one
falls.
person on Florida right now
Like he's
that's.
playing consistent.
Yeah, I
Playing
mean,
consistent.
Xavier Lee.
He's not playing consistent. It's not
Xavier
Princeton
Lee
over
might
him.
be one of my least favorite players in college basketball.
Yeah, especially right now. I don't like how he's playing when he got the SEC ball. But it was the last pick of the first round. We
Yeah, the
have the Minnesota
Timberwolves up.
Timberwolves.
They just traded for Io DeSumo, my
So
guy.
I think they're kind of set on the damn. I like their center play. Their center play's good.
Center
Center
plays.
play set. Two guards set. Jay McDaniels. I think maybe you run some. Maybe you need some backup like wings. I feel like
That's very
I
reasonable.
like Dame Saw.
I like Dame Sar, but Malik Thomas is falling right now.
Like Thomas is falling. Ben Stokes is falling too. A bunch of people are gonna fall in this draft, which is crazy. Like a bunch of people that you think are just gonna be nice. Like you know who I
Yeah,
love? Ibuka Okori is nasty, bro. I just don't know if I'm drafting in the first round, especially with the guard depth.
I mean,
Shit.
it's like you
What are you
don't
thinking?
like Bones Highland as your backup point guard in
Not
an
at
ideal
all. Malik
world.
Thomas, yeah, he can fit in with Ant.
That's what I was.
They got the same type of personality. I like it. You want to do it?
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
feeling Lee Thomas.
Yeah, I think that rounds out. I mean, that rounds out our first mock draft, one before the All Star break. Um,
Right
Definitely
before
gonna
March
do
Madness as well.
right before March Madness, before conference championships, and I think we do one right after March Madness.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect time to do one when everybody's stock either excels or drops. That's the time to show out your true
Hmm.
colors on the biggest stage of college basketball.
I mean, we saw Derek Queen go off in March Madness.
Yeah,
Like
he was obviously gonna be a
he
top pick in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, you have guys
I
that
would
go
have drafted
off.
him fucking top 5. I don't know what
Oh,
other
that's a
teams
little
would have
crazy.
done.
But big risers in the draft according to rankings. We have Yesufu jump up to 6, Cameron Carr jump up to 9, and then like big type of fallers. Darius Acuff, Mikhail falling to 14, 15.
Yeah.
Thomas Hawk falling down to 29. But
Hans
overall, I like a solid
Graf
draft.
go a little
It
bit
kind of
higher.
it changes that depending on the team. Like a bunch of teams need fits.
It's
And I
true.
think if the certain teams get up in the lottery, these two guards, Mikael Brown and Darius Acuff, are going to stay in the top like 8.
I mean,
But
I mean, there's not a lot of teams that really need guard play.
nah, it's hard. It's hard. We need those expansion teams immediately.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it. It was a good mock draft, and more videos will come this whole week. We have a long All Star break, so more videos come, more episodes to come, and next mock draft will be after March Madness.